Hey, welcome to Russology. Shortimus Prime here on the Russology YouTube channel, talking about death. Okay, so I bring this up because my cousin Christina just passed away, and I'm sad. My cousin Christina, I haven't actually seen her too many times. She was living in Costa Rica, I think her whole life, yeah, living in Costa Rica, but the times that I've gone to Costa Rica, I visited her every time, stayed with her, and then there was a couple of times where she came up here too. So she had cancer, and she was only about 40 years old, so pretty young, you know, so 6 years older than me, and she had passed away. So very sad. But the thing that really made me want to think about or make this video is that my mom was able to go visit, and before Christina had passed, and the thing that she said that she regretted was that she didn't visit family enough, that she didn't spend enough time with family, and that she was a workaholic and everything. And it made me sad, and it kind of hit me pretty hard hearing that, because I kind of feel like I'm in the same position. I feel like I'm a workaholic, especially with me being extremely blessed and doing what I love for a living. That how could you stop? You know what I mean? How could I stop? It's so hard to stop. But I do find myself pushing myself to go to family events more and everything, as much as I can. I try to anyway. Of course, I don't go to everything, but I really try to make it a point, you know, to go to family functions and spend time with family and everything. And especially ever since I got married, definitely have made an effort to do that more. So I just wanted to do this video just talking about death, because it just makes me think about my own mortality and my weird relationship with death overall. Here in the Church of Russ, we believe that after you die, you go nowhere. So this is, again, Russology is my own made-up religion, my own thing that I believe in. So no, but my personal religion, I feel like once I'm gone, se acabó. That's it. And all I have left are these YouTube videos and other people's memories of me and photographs and stuff like that. But I do believe that your positive energy lives on. So if you had a positive effect on somebody, you're still alive in a way, because those things that you did are still living on in somebody else's lifetime. For instance, my drum teacher, Scott Morris, man, such a fantastic drummer, and he had passed away when I had studied drums with him for 3 years, meet him every week, once a week for 3 years, except towards the end, and he had a pulmonary fibrosis, so he had a torn up lung, and it was filling up with fluid, and he had to have an oxygen tank thing, and he literally drummed until he died. Basically, he'd passed away not at the gig, but and I remember him telling me, I would rather die than not be able to play drums. There's no point in me being here at all if I can't play drums. I have to play. And his doctor kept on telling him to stop playing drums, but he's like, no, I'm not going to stop playing drums. And he had a gig at the steakhouse off Van Ness in San Francisco, and it was a Friday night gig, and then he had a Saturday gig. No, it was a Saturday night gig, and he had a Sunday morning gig. And he couldn't finish the gig, and he had to leave the gig early on Saturday night. Called me at 1 o'clock in the morning asking if I could fill in for his church gig on Sunday morning, and I said, yeah, sure, I can do that. And then the next morning I'm getting ready and everything, and I got a strange phone number on my phone, and it was Scott's brother asking me to call him back, and he told me that, you know, Scott had passed away, and that his brother was like, you're the last person that he spoke to, because yeah, he called you after I had spoke to him. He saw that on Scott's phone, that he'd called me after that his brother talked to him and everything. So yeah, so anyway, this is depressing, right? Sorry. But The video's called Death. What do you expect, man? Alright, so anyway, all the notes from the drum lessons and everything have lived on. And I still go through that book of all of Scott's notes, and I'm still constantly learning from Scott. And I'm teaching my students things that Scott had taught me. One thing that's really hard, and it's gotten better, but one thing that's been really tough, man, and one thing that was hard for me getting back into teaching again was saying things that I remember Scott teaching me from back in the day, and bringing up all these new memories of stuff that he had showed me and examples of how to understand concepts and music theory and just his explanations and all kinds of stuff. And it's like, oh wow, I forgot about that memory. Oh, I forgot about that memory too. All these things keep coming back. And it just really makes me realize how alive he is. And I know that he has other students out there that are continuing, and like he lives on through other people too. So in a way, we are immortalized through our deeds, and it's very important to really have as little regrets as possible. I mean, for real. I mean, that's really the point that I wanted to hit more than anything else by making this video, is how important it is and how much I think about how I don't want to live in regret. If I were to just get hit in the head by an I-beam falling out of the sky or something today, and that was it, I would honestly feel like I lived my life to its fullest. I've had a very, very blessed life, and if it were to just end, I really feel like I would have one regret, and that one regret would be that I don't have kids. That's like the one thing on my bucket list that I really wanted to knock out before I croaked, and that was to have children. I think I would be a badass dad. I mean, could you imagine? Like, what kid would not want to be Shartimus Prime's son, right? I'd be a lucky kid, man. So I feel like I had a very lucky childhood, and I want to pass that lucky childhood on to some other kid, and some other kid being my future child, So that's the one big regret that I have. So I pass this message on to you, and I request that you live with as little regret as possible. Anything that you ever wanted to do that you felt like you couldn't do, or you told yourself that you couldn't do it, get off your ass and fucking do it. Just do it, man. And I'm not trying to shout a buff here, try to be funny or anything, but I'm serious, man. Like, as funny as that meme is, it's true. You gotta just do it. And we all think that it's impossible. We create these barriers in front of us. Like me getting back into jazz, I didn't think I would be able to do it, but man, I'm fucking doing it, man. I'm doing it. And it just takes the work and the mentality that you're gonna plow through the snow. And before you know it, you'll realize that snow or the garbage that you have to plow through is just your own insecurities and your own bullshit that you've created for yourself and your own excuses. Oh my God, are we masterful excuse makers, aren't we? And I say we because I think all of us are guilty of that. No, I can't do that because I got kids, or, and I feel like I'm kind of out of pocket saying that because I don't have kids of my own yet, but that is a very common excuse. And I still think that just because you have kids doesn't mean that you shouldn't be able to do the shit that you want to do. You know what I mean? Like, there's all kinds of people that have lucrative careers doing all kinds of crazy passionate jobs that still have kids. So yeah, I'm out of pocket, but at the same time, I know it's possible. So when I have kids, we'll see. I think Alfonso said something that once I have kids that he fears that the Shartimus Prime channel would go. Nah. I don't want to say never, but I really doubt that I would ever stop posting on the Shartimus Prime channel. Like, I don't like to say never, I would never, but I really doubt that I would stop. I don't see myself ever really wanting to ever stop posting on the Shartimus Prime YouTube channel. I love, like I've said before, I love making review videos at almost as, like, pretty much around as much as I really love collecting. So the two go hand in hand for me. I bitch about the editing stuff because it's hard. It's really, really hard. But it's like, I still love doing it. Like today I did a video on the Batman v Superman statues. I get a kick out of my own little stop motions and everything, man. Like, I think I may have laughed at the stop motion today than anybody else did, but that's the point, man. I'm supposed to enjoy the shit first. If I don't like it, how the hell should I expect you to like it, right? Anyway, that's it. I encourage you to live without regret. Try to do all the things that you wanted to do, that, you know, that you've given yourself excuses to not go do. You know what I mean? So, now if those are bad things, I encourage you to still not do those bad things. You know what I mean? Like, I always had this fantasy of, like, I don't know, like going to Japan and just like smacking every girl's ass that I see in Japan. I'm not going to do that because I'll probably get arrested, killed, or something like that. So that's like a stupid dream, and my wife will probably divorce me, you know, so that's something that I'm not going to go do. It's more of a fantasy. So kind of like keep your fucked up fantasies as fucked up fantasies, you know what I'm saying? But it's so stupid. Where am I going with this, man? Anyway, live without regret and enjoy your life, because we're all blessed to be here in one way or another, you know, even during the dark times, you know. Anyway, hope you guys enjoyed this little Russology video. I'll catch you later. Peace.